Hello and welcome again to another screencast from Express Stats. We're going to be continuing on our series on learning to work with the WordPress CMS. In our first two lessons, we looked at how to install the WordPress CMS and how to work with the dashboard. For the next bits of tutorials, what we're going to be doing is going through the list of menus here, one by one. We go through them. So the first one we're going to be talking about is posts. If you hover over posts, you'll find there are four menus, or should I say sub-menus. We've got all posts, add new, categories, and tags. If you also click on it, it should show them as a drop down right here. The first one we're going to be working on is how to add a new post to our website. So if we click on add new, the first thing you want to do is give your post a title. I'll call it some posts, and I'm going to add some bits of words here that we can work with. And once that's done, the first thing you would realize is we've got what we've called change permalinks. So if you look at this, you find we've got local/express.wordpress/p is equal to 17, and that's the URL of this page we're about to create. However, this kind of stuff here is not search engine friendly. We'll talk about that as we go on. So if we want to, let's for example go to a website such as Yahoo, and if we click on a title, we'll find out that we've not got question marks. We've got something like here, the month and the date and the title of this post. So we want to change this to something similar to this. To change that, if you click on change permalink, click on that, it will take you to this page. And so at the moment, this is your default, which is question mark p is equal to some gibberish, or the node ID, or should I say the post ID in the database. If you look at Yahoo, it's got a format such as this one. So year, month, date, and we've got the title of the post. I like it to just be post name, so I would select that and I would click on save changes. Now let me warn you, you will not be able to use any of these five kind of permalink settings if you've not got a clean URL enabled on your local machine or your local server. So if you are a novice, what you want to do is, for example, I'm using the WAMP server. If I go ahead and open WAMP server, if I go to Apache, and you should find this file called the httpd.config file. If I open that file and I scroll down, there is what we call the load rewrite modules module_write. So it's like a rewrite module. You simply want to remove the hash sign which is in front of it, and when you remove that hash sign, it should work fine. If you do not remove the hash sign and you select this, your post will give you an error. So make sure you take the hash sign, click on save, restart your web server, and you will find out that it should take effect. So I'm going to click on save changes, and that should be it for us. On here, compared to Drupal, WordPress comes with a pre-configured WYSIWYG settings. So we've got this toolbar with bold, italics, strike through, other lists and stuff like that. If you were using a CMS such as Drupal, you have to install the WYSIWYG module and then an editor such as TinyMC, CK editor, and similar stuff like that. This is one of the advantages of using the WordPress CMS. Most of the stuffs you need are pre-configured into it, so you do not really have to worry about setting all these things up. Here are the major, or should I say the most common tools that you use on the WYSIWYG. If you want more, there's the kitchen sink here. If you extend that, you find more tools that you can use, such as paragraphs, set the headings, underline, select text color. Say for example you want to copy something from Microsoft Word, you want to paste it right in here. If you paste it here directly, it would mess your HTML syntax up, and you might find out that your text is looking really dodgy on your website. You can decide to change texts, or use the visual appearance, or use the text appearance. And so what the text appearance does is, if I select something like when and click on bold, and it should automatically assign the syntax on the word when. So if I come back to visual, you find that now this is bold. And so you can decide to use visual or use text. So this is the basics of this section, post dashboard. The next thing we're going to look at is, if we look at the screen options quickly, we'll find that there are a couple of modules that are installed, or should I say that are enabled, that you can see here. If you were on the dashboard, this screenshot option looks different. So for every page you go to on your dashboard, you find out that you've got different screen options. So we've got the publish module here, the format module, which is that unchecked, the categories, which is right here, and the tags, which is right here, featured image and whatever. And so this is where you make changes, like for example, after writing this, we can decide to save it as a draft, meaning we're not ready to publish it. At the moment, let's just click on publish to see what our post looks like first of all, before we go ahead with this. And so once we've done that, what we can do is go to visit website, and now we should find some post appearing right here. At the moment, you find that this entry was posted in uncategorized date and stuff like that. You can click this to edit that post, but we've got it open here. So what we're going to do is you can decide to change the status from published to maybe draft or pending review. Say for example, if you've got an editor that reviews articles when they are written, so when you've done that, you can click on OK. You can cancel that. Visibility, it's made visible to the public. If it's not published, it's not visible, but once it's published, the default setting is public. If you click on edit, you can decide maybe it's private. You can decide if you want it to be password protected, so only people with a password will be able to view this post. Once you're done with that, you can click on OK or cancel. At the moment, when you click on publish, it publishes it immediately. However, if you want to choose a later date to publish this post, say tomorrow at 3 a.m., you can come here and change that option. So that's how to work with the publish module. You can decide what format you want your article posted, as a standard, a side image, a link, a quote, a status, depending on what you want. Different formats according to different themes on your website. Categories. Categories are like different categories which your post can belong to. Say for example, you've got a news category, a sports category, a fashion category, something like that. So this is where you want to create that. For those who are coming from a CMS such as Drupal, well, you can see categories as something like content types. At the moment it's uncategorized. We can add a new category, and we can call this article. If you wanted to have a parent, you can choose one, but it's going to be the parent. So we click on add new category, and once that's added, this article belongs to, the post belongs to an article category, and we can click on update, and it should update the category of our post. Next thing is tags. Tags are those things that users can use to recognize this post. So for example, we can say sports and click on add. That adds the sports tag to this article. So if we click on update and go ahead and view this page once again, refresh, and now we should find the entry was posted in article and tagged sports, which is a tag. So when you click on article, it shows all posts belonging to the category article and all posts that are the tag sports. Right, so that's that bit. Let's look at one more under the screen options for discussion. If you look here, and if I click on some posts, we'll find out that we can write comments on this particular post. Say for example, we want to decide we don't want people to be able to comment on this post. If we go back here and we click on discussion, this should make the discussion module available. If I click on allow comments or uncheck that, meaning we do not want users to be able to comment on this particular post, and I click on update, and if we come here and click on refresh, we should find that the comments form disappears. So that's how to work with some other modules. And so if we come here now, we should find out that we've got something like some post, which is our permalink setting we changed here, showing up in our URL. I think this pretty much shows us how to add a new post in our Drupal CMS. I'll see you in the next lesson.